Should we have a look?
We're live.
I think we are live, yeah. Yeah, I think so. Let's have a look at how he's getting on. You were just asking me how Robbie Savage is getting on at Forest Green. I didn't know the answer. So I'm just having a look now. He drew against Scunthorpe last week.
Where are they in the league?
That's a good question. Let's have a look at the old table. This isn't the best way of doing it. Forgive me.
I want to go watch Dean Holden at Hull.
Is he mating it?
Yeah, and Brandon Williams is there as well.
Oh, yeah, of course. Forest Green is second, by the way, in the National League.
Yeah, maybe Robbie Savage is dead good.
It's a weird one, isn't it, with Macclesfield? Because didn't they have, like, much bigger budget than everyone else by a
Someone said
country
10x. I don't think it was 10x.
No, but it was a chunk, wasn't it?
Well, let's call it significant.
I like that word. It covers all multitude of sins. Significant. So that wasn't really much of a test. I mean, admittedly, you still got to win your football matches. And
also,
it's not always...
whoever they had before wasn't.
But yeah, wasn't. I wonder how much of a hindrance to that person Robbie Savage was, though.
I wonder how much of it is it Rooney's cousin or something is in charge now.
Oh, is it? Right, okay.
I wonder, like, you got to think, Robbie was clearly a pain in the arse as a director of football.
Yeah, I think he was like the worst kind. He was just like mithering you about team selection.
I think you could be on the phone to him and he would be ringing you.
Yeah, no, that's it. Well, I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure he won't mind. We've spent time with Damani and his phone will go quite a lot with Robbie on the phone.
Yeah, I know numerous people. Like, is it the same agency with Rio and that? So, like, I know how Robbie works. So, I think it's safe to say he would have been a pain in the arse. Now, successful, yes, but pain in the arse, also yes.
Yeah.
As a director of football, I just got distracted because I just remembered that Abdul gives that telly. I don't know why. It just made me laugh because it's got a plus and a minus for the volume Tipex on it because you can't see it.
Professional.
It just threw me a minute.
Oh, bless. Go on.
So I can imagine when he takes over as manager and is record-breakingly successful, then he leaves and goes to be Forest Green. He's still director of football, right?
Yeah.
Imagine taking that job right now. Because if you lose a throw-in or a coin toss before kickoff, he's going to be on the blower, isn't he?
Yeah, of course he is.
Oh, my God.
He'd have been like... Because we were speaking about Robbie Savage the other day on... I think it was on Off the Bar. Because I quite like... I know he's a bit Marmite, but I quite like him. I did a few bits with him on BT and he seemed all right. And he spoke to Devils. He was one of the first ex-players who spoke to Devils. And then when he was in here filming More Than a Match with Damani and Oppa, him and Joe were arguing. I quite liked it because it was just straight into it, just arguing. Like, introduced each other to each other and then just started arguing about managers. But it was you know what I mean? It wasn't arguing, it was good. And I just think he's a bit nutty in it. And like, you've seen the Roy Keane story about when he rang him to sign him for Sunderland. And his answer phone message was, "What's up?" And he just went, "Yeah, I'm not signing him." I'm not bothering. I can't be buying him.
But by the way, if nothing sums up those two people more than that entire interaction, it's sensational, isn't it?
Do you know my favourite, the Roy Keane story, like, is Alan McCoy's story. He says he bumped into him and he's on the beach with his headphones. And he said, "I won't bother you. Don't worry, Roy. I won't bother you." And Roy Keane just went, "Good." Just carried on listening to his headphones. Just not one for socialising, is it?
It's like when, is it Simeone and Ronaldo are doing their socks for the Inter Milan game?
Doing the socks?
Yeah, don't they do the respect handshake before Champions League
games,
yeah, 98?
Yeah.
And they're doing their socks as Roy Keane
walks
by. He just fucking walks past.
Yeah, I love
a single fuck to be given.
Do you know what I love, though? Did you watch... I don't know if you watch it. Do you ever watch The Overlap?
Yeah.
Did you see the one with Des Walker?
No.
Is it before your time, Des Walker? Because he's just about my time.
It was. I know you're segueing this into probably what we're going to talk about today, aren't you? But like,
very good.
I am aware he was considered very, very good. I don't really have too much recollection of him with my own eyes.
Yeah, he falls a little bit for me into that Paul McGrath category of a bit before my time.
I know the reputation.
Yeah.
I haven't got any of my own.
Yeah, I know people I respect. And when I was a kid, every England fans absolutely.
Was he a ball player?
He was not really, because he played for Brian Clough Forest.
So no, absolutely not.
It was your job. Your job, young man, is to get the ball and give it to someone else. And he did that better than anyone. And apparently, like, he was almost like and not as good as, I'm not claiming that, but like a real Ferdinand type, very quick. And like, obviously Rio was mint on the ball, but made it look effortless because of his pace, because of his reading of the game.
Did he go Sampdoria?
Yes, knowledge. He when he was on the overlap.
Did he go Sampdoria and come back to Sheffield Wednesday?
Yes, but this, in defence, it was when Sheffield Wednesday were Premier League and decent. You might go, were they? But let's not forget, this is a Sheffield Wednesday team that finished like eighth. I mean, decent, not, amazing, but they were competitive. This is a Sheffield Wednesday team.
Cup team, though.
Sorry?
Sampdoria or a Cup Winners' Cup team. Very iconic kit as well. I always loved that.
Love that kit. Yeah. But apparently, because...
Not a lot you can do with that, though, kit design-wise. What we're doing? Blue. Right. Then we've got to have that thing down the middle. Anything else? Nobody needs that.
Yeah, okay.
Right. Okay, you're not letting me a lot of wiggle room. Can I do a collar? What? Yes, but we also... No.
What do you think of this one? That's the same as last year's. Right, okay. I'll go and have another go. Yeah, you do that. Just sorry to ask you quickly. I was just looking at Macclesfield's results. Buckley Ricketts.
Yep, former Paddock player.
Thank you. Doing all right there. He seems to be on the score sheet quite a bit.
Isaac's unreal. Isaac's the one who played for England. Same team as Mason Mount and opposite Delo in the final for Euros. Won the Euros for England under 19s.
Right. So he's
And I ended up at Paddock.
As you do. That's class, that. But that's someone who loves football, innit? And is like, can see it's a decent level and wants to get back to
I got a lot of respect for Isaac
football.
Because I think Peterborough paid a significant amount of money for him. And then in COVID, his contract got cancelled. I don't think he had a good time with young Fergie Jr.
Right.
I think his contract might have been cancelled or his contract ran out maybe. And came back and played with us. Got some minutes in with us.
Could you tell? Was there a massive, like, I know your lads are good anyway. Was there a difference between him and the rest of the lads? You could see like this. I've got him for a bit and then he's moving on. Like I am not going to have him for a season or two.
I think he played 6, scored 6 with 5 assists.
I mean,
it's pretty good.
Not bad numbers.
It's not bad. Yeah, it's all right.
So you notice he's there.
It's nearly 2 a game.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Do you know what I mean? He's turning up.
And there was some like York and Cole moment goals where it's just him and Akira was just playing 1-2s between themselves. It was sensational. But Isaac used to come back. He hasn't been back. He didn't come back last year. I think because Mac would not Mac. He wasn't at Mac last year. He was at Curzon, which I think are more or less full time.
Yeah.
When he was at Warrington, so he left us, went to Boston towards the end of the season. Went to Warrington. I think he ended up in like Northern Prem Team of the Year. Got moved to the National League with Curzon, and then I believe it's a rate contract at Macclesfield.
Really? Yeah, because they were making it rain.
It's full time.
Yeah.
So he's back in full time football.
Fair play with him.
But what I always loved about him is he had Paddock training kit. He would come back and train in his Paddock training kit, not like wearing the club that I'm getting paid to play for. I'd come back in my Paddock training kit so I don't stand out.
Just one of the lads.
But stands out because he was so sharp.
Oh, that's cool,
and he was a level, and he would come back and train. Like when he was at Warrington, he would come back and train with us because they only trained 1 night a week.
Right.
Paid football, but he would only train 1 night a week. So he was like, "Can I come and train with you lot? Stay sharp." Yes, you can.
That's good to see, isn't it?
I got a lot of respect for Isaac.
I can't remember who else was speaking to me about him. One of the Paddock lads, and just they were saying the same thing. Just sort of like down to earth, and just everyone likes him.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
and you know what I mean. He's one of those. If he played Premier League, he'd be considered shit, and he's unreal. Like it's so hard to fathom.
It is the levels, right? We always say this.
Damani's played in Europe for United.
Yeah,
he's probably better than Damani.
Yeah, well, he's in the same scene as Damani. He's
and he's scoring. Damani's not. So
yeah, that's I mean,
right.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Damani got one at weekend in case he's watching. In case he's like, "I'm going to be lads. I scored at the weekend." Do you know what I mean? But no, I thought when I saw that name, it rang a bell. I was pretty sure you'd had him there. The reason I mentioned Des Walker on your lap is because Keano's on there, and what I like about Keane, he has people that he likes, doesn't he? And you can see he likes Des Walker because them two were together at Forest, and like when he got there,
he's got a lot of fond memories from his time at Forest. He seems like he really took to it.
Yeah, I think with Keenan, you read his book. I think he's done 2. The first one. What I think, the reason, right, people think it's bitterness when he said like Brian Clough over Fergie, and yes, there is probably an element of that. But I think the reason that he loved Clough so much and he loves his time at Forest, when Keano was like, I think 18, 19, he was at Cove.
Let's be honest, it's not going David Moyes over Fergie.
No.
They've got the same amount of European cups.
Exactly. It's not like you're picking some manager who's crap. I know he got relegated with him, but I think the point is, Roy Keane at 18, 19, he's saying like he's at Cove Ramblers. He's almost depressed because he thinks I've missed my chance to play at the very top level. And then he gets this sort of like, not a bit of luck, because you've got to make your own luck, but he gets a chance at Forest, and straight away Clough's like, right, you're in the first team, and just backs him. So he loves Clough because of that. And I think
managers always get a special place in players' heart that debut them.
Yeah, well. And it's like he's gone from thinking, I've missed my chance, 18, 19, probably ain't going to happen. I'm playing in Ireland at a decent level, but it ain't the same as Division 1 as it was then. And then not only are you at Forest, you're at Forest and the manager's gone after basically about 3 weeks or whatever, right? You can start at Anfield, I think it was. And he's like, what the fuck? And when he got there, Des Walker is full England international, one of Forest's best players, one of the Division 1's best players. And then...
Did Roy Keane get Player of the Year in his second full season? PFA Player of the Year, second full season?
I don't know, that's a good question.
Because you got to think going from player...
He might have got Young Player of the Year. Let me have a look.
Yeah, I think it was Young Player of the Year.
Forest is a weird one, isn't
Relegated, Young Player of the Year.
He's in Team of the Year when he got relegated.
Yeah.
He's in PFA Team of the Year. He obviously won PFA Player of the Year in 2000. I don't know.
PFA Young Player of the Year?
I can't see it in this. I mean, I might have missed it.
Maybe it's just Team of the Year.
Yeah, I think it's just Team of the Year.
Either way, Team of the Year when you got relegated is mental.
Yeah, I mean, that is unreal. But then, and again, getting relegated and getting a move to United. United have just won the title.
British record fee.
Yeah. And they're going, you've just been relegated, but we want to buy you. I mean, obviously, you're doing something right. But that whole Forest thing is mental, innit? Because I love those sort of Brian Clough stories, because just the way he did things was just insane. Do you know what I mean? But
just listen to anything Mark Crosley says about him. Who's the one where he's crawling around the garden on his knees?
That's Dean Saunders.
Incredible.
I know. It's playing Frank Sinatra.
Do
you like Frank?
Do you like flowers? He likes flowers. He likes Frank. Do you like me?
The best one with that Mark Crosley. Have you seen the way he played for his son's Sunday League team, and he got a fine?
Yeah, for being a ringer.
Yeah,
and he made him pay it.
Yeah, he took it out of his wages when he got his wages. It had been deducted.
Round my house tomorrow, shit house. 8 a.m. and you'll need your gloves.
He got Stuart Pearce to fix his wife's kettle because Stuart Pearce is an electrician.
Yeah,
it's like
our captain's a fraud, lads.
If I ring that number,
are you gonna answer? It says Stuart Pearce, electrician. Anyway, can you fix our what's his wife called?
Barbara. Is it Barbara?
Fix our Barb's iron. I brought it. And if you don't fix it, you're not playing at weekend.
I love that as well. That's like someone who ended up being England captain. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I love that. I love the stories, and I love like the way you can see Roy Keane just fucking. He loves Des Walker.
I need to go back and find out what it was, because has he chest punched him after a performance?
I thought he chinned him. I don't know if he's punched him in the chest or he's chinned him, but he gave the ball away, didn't he, Roy Keane? Gave the ball away. The opposition scored, and he said he walked in the dressing room, and Brian Clough's one-arrowed him. But I don't know if it's in the chest or the chin.
I think it's in the chest.
Right, okay, so he's punched him. And I think he knocks him down. And Roy Keane said, though, I didn't mind because I deserved it. Which
tells you a lot about both men.
It does, doesn't it? It tells you also as well. I know that's extreme, but back in the day as well, like they say, don't they? Like some of the academy players at United, some of the stuff that
need fucking chest punching.
Yeah, like.
And by the way, some of the fucking first team need chest punching. I
mean, yeah, we don't need to go into that because we'll just depress ourselves. But as you may have noticed, Des Walker went to Sampdoria. And we were talking earlier, because you might have heard of a lad called Marcus Rashford. Did all right for Barcelona last night. Did you bother with that? Did you watch it?
It was the game I chose to watch. I don't know why I chose that over Napoli.
Because you wanted to watch something that might be remotely entertaining rather than watching City keep the ball for fucking 89 minutes.
Is that what it ended up being?
I don't know. I did what you did. I started watching the Napoli game because I thought, McTominay, Hoyland.
I literally went like that.
Yeah. And then after 5 minutes... And then, I tell a lie. I watched it for a bit, and then Napoli got that red card. And I thought, I can't be arsed with this, because he's going one way in it. It's just going to be a fucking City goal fest. So I turned on the Barcelona-Newcastle game. and found myself just naturally wanting Barcelona to win because I don't really like Newcastle, and unlike most,
I still don't like either of them.
You don't like Barcelona. You've always been like with him. I don't mind Barcelona. So I wanted Barcelona to win because I just fucking can't stand Newcastle. And then Rashford gets a couple of goals.
It wasn't upset they won.
No, you'll say that, won't you? And also, it's good for United, isn't it?
When Marcus scored the second one.
Yeah, that was.
I mean, the first one I did. I was like, oh, nice one.
Yeah, nice one.
And then the second one I went, fucking hell, what's a goal?
It's bittersweet on it because it's like it's a good goal, and you know straight away. I knew as soon as that went in.
United getting hammered.
Yeah, United getting hammered. Amarim's probably going off. For fuck's sake.
I think Amarim literally was watching the game. I think he was doing his hoovering at the time. And that's gone in and he's just gone, fuck off. He's like, why did I say that about the goalkeeping coach? He's just a fucking rocket.
That's trending. Who's Jorge Vital? Why is he trending? Oh, he's the goalkeeping coach at United.
And then he's done what all of us have done. The second he's watched that go in, his phone's gone on the sideline. He's gone.
That's like ours, isn't it?
Not answering that.
Group chat by group chat. Yeah, his group chat's gone right off.
Because he's a player, right?
Yeah.
And he's not that old. How was he?
40, just turned 40, I think.
Right. He is getting lit up in his ex-players. Like, he's got some fucking ex-Benfica fucking group chat, and he's getting battered.
Of course he is. Of course he is. All his mates are taking the reet piss out of him.
Rubes, get the telly on. You never guess what that lad you fucked off should have done.
See what that lad can do with a decent coach.
That's why he's punching tellies, mate, because he's fucking getting lit up in a group chat. That's something that we've never had to deal with before. No one was lighting Fergie up in a group chat, was there?
No.
All his old mates from Rangers weren't like, fucking state of you lot here tonight.
I know,
6-1, shit house. No, never. That's modern problems for modern managers.
Modern problems, yeah. Ruben Amorim as well is as modern as you can get because he's literally only stopped playing about fucking 5 years ago. And he, like you say, he's still getting all the
voice notes.
All the voice
just
notes.
Laughing.
Just
laughing. They're the worst ones, aren't they? She'll snap your fucking phone.
You can see it like, and I bet he's got fuck off. I bet his phone's gone the same way as the Hoover. I bet he's gone, the fucking Hoover's gone, and he's basically fuck off. Bastard! And then I bet he's like that as well, or he knows today's presser, he's got to go in and put a big grin on and be all Mr. Suave.
He's presser today.
Man, I love him.
That, the Jim Ratcliffe question.
Yeah.
He just offered me a new contract.
So
honestly, what a fucking line that is. What an absolute fuck you that is. He's sitting there like that to the press.
I want to know what the reaction was. Because I saw him say it, and when I watched it, which made it better, it was like he was the only one laughing, and I don't know if it was. Like,
he's done it on mics up.
Yeah. So I don't know if that was just because of the mics, or if actually everyone else was like, because most managers lose it and get angry and fucking, just lose the plot at Manchester United, but he's still at least having a giggle. So yeah, maybe it is. Maybe he just don't care anymore, or that's the way he is. Because he's very charismatic in those presses. He's very good.
Yeah, and honestly, I'd just rather that than the beige just fucking wibble.
I know.
Come out and have a laugh.
I know.
Or like what Fergie used to do, just fucking turn people's recorders off.
Yeah. Okay. Good luck recording that, son.
Can you imagine? Like, pick your foot off.
Fucking it. Why does it say 4 seconds of audio here? Fuck off. Mate, or he'd do them ones, wouldn't he? Where he'd lean back and just lean forward and make fucking cameramen have to refocus. Because what I love about Fergie's presses is, this is the thing with Fergie.
Fergie's presser.
Yeah. He'd come out, right? And I don't know, you've done a few press conferences, and correct me if I'm wrong, but he's the only manager I know that used to come out and just talk for 10 minutes or 5 minutes. He just wouldn't have a question. He'd just talk. He'd go, right, Giggs is injured. Danny Welbeck's back in the team. Not sure about RVP, we'll know. Sunderland are a good team, but we beat them last season. I like the job that the manager's doing there, but we should be able to beat him. And, if we do get a win, you'd fancy our chances of retaining the title. Any question after that he's annoyed with, because he's told you everything he wants to say. So if you go on. Oh, can I just ask about Johnny Evans? What's the situation with him?
I told you he was fit.
Just told you the injuries we've got. Did I say Johnny Evans? Did I say he was injured? When I listed our injuries, did I say Johnny Evans? No, thank you. He just like, I remember when I first got sent to his press conference and my editor said, you don't have to ask him something. And I was so fucking relieved because I thought, the last thing I need to do is get bollocks in front of everyone by Sir Alex Ferguson.
No.
Because I'll just start crying.
Yeah.
I will.
Guess what? I'm not coming back.
Yeah, I'm not. Guess what? I'm quitting journalism. Honestly,
I still need someone to fry them fish.
Yeah, I'll be there because I'm not a fucking journalist anymore. Ferguson's shouting at me. I would have crumbled. So that was how he did the press conferences. And it's like, if he did get a question, he'd bollock.
Bring back bullying journalists, set of pricks.
I know, man. And you know what he did? He did it proper, with Pep. It's all passive aggressive, isn't it?
Yeah, snide.
Yeah, it's not proper. What did you say? Fergie kick off with you. What? Where are you from? And what's your question?
Banned. Don't come back.
Banned. 3 months, and he's just arbitrary figures. A year. What? Fucking hell. Because Sky, right? When Sky had a difficult question to ask Fergie, they'd send a reporter he didn't know. So that reporter gets banned. So if you went into the press conference and you see a Sky reporter from fucking Shropshire, who's usually doing Shrewsbury Town or something, you know they've got a question.
And they're sweating.
Yeah, they're sat there shaking. And it's because Sky always goes first. And it's Fergie, can you tell us about the BBC documentary about your son taking illegal payments? You're banned for life.
And he's yep, that's what we're here for.
Thank you.
We were rolling, right? All right.
Yeah,
cool.
right, let's go. That's what they do, because they knew he'd be right, you can fuck off. But he couldn't ban the organisation, Sky, because they're contractually obligated. Even that didn't stop him, though. Remember when he didn't speak to the Beeb for 2 years?
It was about 10, wasn't it?
10 years. And he sent Mike Phelan and whoever was his assistant to go and do it.
Here's Mike Phelan on Match of the Day again. Honestly, that's what if we want to get back to the top, start there.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
I think that might be the move. Do you know what happens as well when too many managers start off friendly? Because Jose was friendly. Do you know what I mean? Van Gaal was mint. He was a right laugh. And then when it starts unravelling, they start losing it. And then people go, oh, fucking hell, he's lost the plot here. But if you start off like a bastard straight away and arse it, then there's no story there. It's not like he's losing the plot. It's like he's just being the same as he always was. So I think
walk in, ban the MEN, just for
historical
reasons.
Have you anyone from the MEN? Yeah, right, you can go.
Fucking do one.
I told you about...
What about the Metro?
Metro.
You can follow them out.
Fuck off. When I was at Key, one of our reporters got banned for what the DJ had said. So the DJ in the morning...
By Fergie?
Yeah. The DJ in the morning...
Do you know what I mean? Right? Everyone's thinking it's about his tactics, it's about his transfers. No, it's about him just fucking journalists off. Yeah. Because what you don't see is the pressure that gets put on us by the shit show of a media.
No.
Change the narrative. Yeah. You have to go a long way to find... I actually think that there's a pro-Liverpool paid campaign. I think Sport Bible are a part of it. I keep seeing these fucking posts, which is Gerrard and fucking Van Dijk. Is Van Dijk the greatest centre-back of all time? Of all time? I don't even know if he's the greatest Liverpool centre-back of all fucking time, you dickheads.
No, that's ridiculous.
Let alone Premier League, let alone Dutch, let alone fucking... pick a category.
No.
Ones with a ponytail. No. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
Dutch,
weird.
Liverpool, ponytail, negative.
No, I agree. I mean, it is weird. And there's always been that, but it does seem like it's more prominent.
Yeah, United in the Black Ops department.
You've been saying that for fucking years. It's true, though. And I think there's always been that element of when we
need a secret Black Ops department where we'll just fucking disappear you if you start checking major shit.
Yeah, because Fergie was the king of that. Because when Daniel Taylor, who of all the journalists that have ever covered United, right, I honestly think Daniel Taylor is one of the best ever.
Professionalism personified, and in terms of fact checking, etc.
Yeah. Daniel Taylor, right? A lot of people probably don't know Daniel Taylor because...
Was he part of the Bennell investigation?
Yeah, massively. And he did it properly. He went to court and sat there and he went through it all. We had him on the channel talking about it when we used to do the Sale On podcast. When we did Steve was sitting down and Steve was like, we used to do the Sale On podcast. The first name I had was Daniel Taylor. And it ain't transfers. It ain't fucking, we'll tell United are in for fucking Wesley Sneijder. He's a proper investigative journalist who does his own 9
months on a story.
Yeah, he does. He's the guy.
How'd you get that job, by the way?
I know, mate. Fucking hell. That's
He's
why.
Still doing that same story, yeah?
Yeah.
Any chance?
Yeah. The deadline was November 3 years ago.
Meanwhile, Give Me Sport have done 45 articles today.
That's why him and the Athletic was such a good fit. Because the Athletic are like, what, you're going away for 6 months to work on a story? Yeah, fine.
I'll give you 10,000 words when it's done.
Yeah.
All right.
Right, sound. Yeah. Just give us a shout when you're done. So he did the Bennell investigation stuff. He was the original one when all that started breaking about the abuse in football. He was the one the victims turned to Was it Andy? I forget the lad's name. I don't want to misremember it. But they went to him because they knew he would carry the story. He would do the story properly. So this is a guy that he's never sensationalism. He's never fucking just clickbait nonsense. It's actual journalism. He was the Guardian's Northwest reporter, I think. I think he was like basically in charge of like, or either Manchester reporter or Northwest reporter. He was like the main man in the Northwest. He does a story saying that Rio Ferdinand is injured. Rio Ferdinand is injured, by the way. It's 100% true. Fergie's pissed off because when Daniel Taylor says it, most people believe it, and they should do because it's true. And Fergie didn't want it out there, and now it's out there, so Fergie bans him for life.
Well, should think about that, shouldn't you?
Yeah.
Coming in here with your truth.
With your facts. Like, Fergie's that annoyed with him for spitting out facts. Because if he'd have made it up and it was a lie, Fergie just bollocks him, probably let him off. But it's factual, and he's banned for life. And he's not in a presser until Fergie retires. I mean, that's mental. Because Daniel Taylor is just like, he's shit up. But that's one thing with Fergie.
It's arbitrary banned.
Yeah.
For telling the truth.
That's it. Well, I think it was Hugh who got banned from our place. The reporters, the DJs, I think it was JK and the other one, whose name escapes me.
JK and Joel.
Joel, thank you. I think they did a thing when Beckham got booted with the boot. They went down to Carrington with a Leave Our Becks Alone banner. Just pure old shite for the radio, bands. So Fergie obviously found out and went fucking ballistic. So Fergie, and this is another thing he used to do, which, if you're going to ban a journalist, right, don't ban him straight away. Let everyone sit down. Let everyone put the recorders and the microphones down. Let everyone get settled.
He was theatre.
Yeah.
He was theatre.
Get settled. And then just sit back and find them. And just go, you can leave. You've got a 3-month ban. And then if you dare to even raise your voice and go, can I ask why? If you want to know why, you can ask them fucking clowns. Go on. And then you've got to get up in front of everyone, walk to the front, pick your phone up or your Marantz or whatever, and then walk off. Fergie's just giving you the death stare. Like that. And all the other journalists, because no one wants to piss off Fergie, just pretending it's not happening.
But think about this now.
They're all scared to comment or say anything or laugh.
Fergie gives his monologue.
Yep.
And then he goes, right, any questions? Absolutely fucking not, my mate. No, I think we're all done here.
Yeah, I've got everything I need.
I'll see you at the back.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for that, Sir Alex.
And then is there any shite written in the papers about United that weekend? No, sir.
Do you know what my favourite Fergie trip was?
Bring back banning.
Right, so the press conference, it's at 1:30 now. I think it used to be at 10:30 at Carrington. I know it's still at Carrington, but I think it used to be 10:30. And when Fergie was on one of his favourite trips is, this is what I was told, is the press conference on Friday at 10:30. Thursday, about 6:30 in the evening, you'll get an email. Press conference has been moved to 8 a.m.
Carrington's the hardest place. You don't drive.
And if you're coming from London, you've probably booked a train. You've probably fucking made a load of plans. And they're all out the fucking window. You probably get a phone call if your editor going, you better fucking get to Manchester and you better set off at 4 a.m. because he's moved the presser to 8. And you're like, what? Because he's just annoyed at something.
I think we got to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
You just need to be a prick.
That's what you do. You need to be a prick. And
that's how you get better coverage in the media.
You do. Because I remember, right, when I used to do City more than I used to do United, just because there was a clash and Don McGuinness from TalkSport used to send me the audio for United because he had to go to United because sometimes they'd have interviews with players and stuff. And there was a time when Pep had gone into one about refs and officials, and he was having, it's probably his first season, so he wasn't like, Pep now where he can't do any wrong. It was when he'd been a bit up and down. And he'd had a pop at refs, and then the whole presser was about him having a pop at refs. Like every question was, you said you weren't happy with the level of officiating in the Premier League, and then he'd be like, I'm not getting involved in it. And then the next question would be, well, what do you think about the refereeing in this country? Do you think it's not good enough? Next question would be, do you think the referees in Spain are better? The next question, what about Germany? Have they got better referees? Is there a referee? Like, just non-stop from every single journalist, because they've not got that fear or that sort of level of adulation that they've all got for Pep Guardiola now. So the big head honcho from City's come down, and as you're leaving the presser, she's like, called everyone together and just went fucking ballistic and just said, if you did that down the road, you get fucking banned for life and all this. And like, I don't want to hear any more questions about officials, every fucking question and all this. And you're like, okay, who do you think you are? But that's the kind of thing that went on, and it kind of worked. Because a lot of journalists are like, what am I going to get from pissing off someone to the point of getting banned or not getting any access or not getting a sit-down interview with anyone because they ain't going to give me one for a story that everyone else is running anyway, which ain't going to give me any fucking extra clicks or views or anything particularly great. It's probably not worth it. So if you actually do act like a bit of a knob, you're probably going to get away with it. Because if you're saying, right, you fucking print that, then there'll be no fucking interviews with a manager. What are you going to do? I mean, there's limits. You can't say if you print that we're fucking, 15th in the table and we're fucking struggling, people, that's the truth. But if you're going down a certain angle and it's an agenda and all that, and the fucking press, fuck off.
Put me in charge, and I'll do that.
Yeah.
Why did you say we were 15th in the league last year? Because you was. Go fuck if we was. You wrote it.
That's the Jose Mourinho style. Jose's the only one who I know who refused to accept facts. So.
Oh yeah, we drew again.
Hull,
we lost.
Yeah, Hull, we lost. No, we didn't lose. Their second goal wasn't a goal. That's a draw. And then you had to see all these journalists doing mental gymnastics to ask a question about a game. And the unbeaten run that he insists is still an unbeaten run. We are now 9 games unbeaten, not 8 because of the game at Hull. And everyone's like, well, you lost the game at Hull. No, we didn't lose because that second goal wasn't a goal.
Pay attention for fuck's sake.
Do I have to fucking explain it to everything to you lot? And then my favourite one, I think it was Ducker, who said, the game against Hull, which some people say was a loss, you say is a draw. It's open to interpretation.
Brilliant.
I do miss Jose like that. Not everything, because sometimes the football was terrible.
Bring that back, man.
But that was good.
Entertaining press conference.
Nath Doc says, sorry, Steve, but where did you get that green jacket from this morning's video, mate?
It's internet.
There you go.
It's through that, as most of the jackets are wearing.
Yeah. Don't forget as well, Paddock merch is available. Siak says, joining late, is Joseph Smith sacked or dead?
Both.
Yeah. He died, so we sacked him.
But didn't burn him.
No. Do you know what I mean? How dare you die? You're fired. Don't worry. I know you're all missing him. He'll be back. He's busy walking his dog on the beach and all that. Pathetic. Don't. Whatever it is you're thinking. Whatever it is you're thinking of saying, don't say it. Peter Kelly says, did he not say it didn't count as a loss because they won the week before and the tie overall on aggregate? That might be it. Yeah. Aggregate, yeah. We've won on aggregate, so that doesn't count as a loss because we let them lose. We let them win because it didn't matter. So we're still unbeaten. Fair enough. You can't argue that. Going back to Des Walker and Marcus Rashford.
It's fucking trying, isn't it?
I am trying. But there's a bit of nostalgia here. When you were growing up, right, what league was the best league? I don't want to say Premier League. Was there a league that you thought?
It was Italy.
Italy.
And it wasn't, this isn't an opinion, it was Italy.
Yeah. I mean, Des Walker says that he wanted to go to Italy. And he ended up at Sampdoria. He said he couldn't have gone to Juve.
Mate, AC Milan, dream team.
Yeah, that was fucking. Was that Arrigo Sacchi?
Well, even just but no, that's one of my favourite teams. But like, only when I've like watched back.
Yeah,
at the time,
because you would have been very young when they were good. Yeah, because I was like,
when they won them back-to-back European Cups. I didn't watch them live.
No, I was the same. I remember moments and goals in like Van Basten and Rijkaard and Hullet.
When was Football Italia? Because I'm thinking like
90.
No, sorry, on Channel 4.
Gazzetta. I want to say the first year of the Premier League.
That rings a bell.
Because I think
it might have been the year before. You know?
You might be right. I remember.
When did Gazza go?
Gazza, because he had to postpone his move, didn't he?
Because of his ACL.
Yeah, because he fucking.
Which was at the end of the 92 season.
91, I think. Sorry.
Oh right. Maybe it was.
So he went to Lazio in the first season of the Premier League. So I think Gazzetta and the first season of the Premier League was all the same. So he went there, and that's when you could, because you got to remember, like back in the day, you couldn't watch football like you can now.
Have a clue now.
No,
you can go on YouTube and watch every game that happened this week. It didn't happen like that.
When it makes me laugh when you get like journalists. I think it was Miguel Delaney who blocked me on Twitter because he said that he watched David Beckham in every game he played for United.
Yeah, no, he didn't.
And I was like, I've done the maths. When you were celebrating your 30th birthday, that means when you were 8 years old, you were going to every single Manchester United game, home and away. No, you weren't.
Because at the time, there was like 22 Sky games a year.
Yeah. So United would be on like 5 or 6 if you were lucky. You'd get 10 minutes or 8 minutes on Match of the Day, again, if you're lucky. Sometimes it'd just be the goals. There was games that just weren't televised. Like that's why when I was a kid, I used to be keen to go, because sometimes if it was like United versus Norwich at 3 o'clock on a Saturday, if you weren't there, you ain't going to watch it. You're not going to go online. That's not even a thing. So the chance to watch football was few and far between. So when Gazzetta launched, because what happened was Italian football was like the cool league, wasn't it? Yep. Serie A, all these players, glamorous players, Van Basten and Rijkaard and all the rest of it, and you're like
Attila Lombardo.
Yeah, like Lombardo and Roberto Baggio, and it's like everyone wants to watch the Italian league. They're winning Champions Leagues, they're winning all European Cups as it was, and just smashing it. And it's like that's great. So Channel 4, because Gazza went there, they were like, we need to do something on it. Let's just fucking do Gazzetta.
I think they might have had the rights before Gaza had gone.
Really? Sorry, I thought it was tied in with that.
I mean, I could be wrong on that.
No.
I think that's the thing. I think they was like, oh, lemons, oh, lemonade. Like, I think that's they made the best out of having him and the access to him.
Right.
And then obviously James Richardson built a fucking career out of just being that guy, didn't he?
Yeah, James Richardson was very good. And that was great because on a Sunday it was so good as well.
Was it like an hour and a half long program, and then they had a live game after it?
Yeah, it was so good, wasn't it? Because you could sit, you could get a roundup, so it'd be like, right, here's what's going on, here's the latest news. Because he'd sit there with his newspapers wanting to go, right, I don't know, fucking Juve have just bought Alan Boxic or whatever. That's probably not even, I probably got that wrong, but you know what I mean. And then David Platt has fucking moved to Sampdoria and all this sort of stuff.
It was a proper program.
Yeah, and then
you fucking idiots today don't know about programs.
No, it was
your TikTok and your fucking anal porn.
Right, you don't have to tell everyone what I get up to, right? Gobby. Yeah, so you'd have that, then you'd have a game, and it'd be like, fucking hell, I'm getting to watch 90 minutes of top-tier football, which you didn't have Champions League nights on ITV and all that shit. So this was a fucking treat, and it was fucking decent. So yeah, Des Walker was...
So it was like a proper entertaining programme for like an hour or half an hour or an hour and a half, whatever it was, where it was like... They would go to the training ground. You would have interviews with players. You would have, like, usually Gaza being an absolute sausage.
Remember, like, his mate? It was his mate.
Jimmy Five Bellies.
Thank you. Like, he became a thing, didn't he? Like, they do shows with him, and it'd just be him messing about because he was, like, Gaza's mate, and, like, everyone fucking just adored Gaza, and it was all about Gaza. So his mate sometimes would just be, like, the star of the show, and he'd just be sort of showing you the pranks he was playing on Gaza.
And then a live match.
Yeah, that was the one, that wasn't it? Matt G says, one for Rushmore of hatred. Referee Kim Nielsen sent Bex off in 98, and the ref when we were robbed versus Porto in 2004. I mean, there's a load of refs there. We did that on Off the Bar, the Mount Rushmore of hatred, if you get a chance.
No cuts.
Glennoff says it was called the European Cup in the day, yeah. I did correct myself. So Des Walker was part of that. He went over there. He played for Sampdoria. David Platt was a part of that as well. I'm just looking here.
Who else went in the 90s?
I tell you, went in the 80s because a lot of players went in the 80s when the European ban came in because a lot of them wanted to go play in the European Cup. Go on.
Brian Robson.
Could have done, couldn't he? Didn't. And do you know, I know this because I spoke to Brian Robson. I'm sure you have as well about it. And I think what happened was
United wanted the same money as Maradona.
That you nailed it. So Maradona went to Barca, I think, for 3.5 million or whatever, 4 million. I can't remember. And then I think Juve might have been 5. Juve wanted Robbo, right? Best midfielder in the world. We want him. So Martin Edwards is like, right, not a problem. If you want him, you'll pay the same amount. Yeah, you'll pay the money that Barcelona have paid for Maradona. And then there was some back and forth, and I think Robson said he signed a 7-year deal, didn't he, Robbo?
Was it not 8?
It might have been 8 then, sorry, forgive me.
It was outrageous for an injury
back in the day, like this isn't like Chelsea Cole Palmer style. No one was doing this. You got a 3-year deal and you're lucky you got that. And it was, I think he signed a deal that basically said, right, I'm going to be on this wage and I'll always be at least joint top earner until 1993. I think that was the deal that he signed. And I'll stay at United. And he stayed. And I remember when you did your rant a few years ago about staying and fighting and making Manchester United great. And Robbo left after we'd won 2 titles, having stayed when he was literally probably our only world-class player for a little spell because Paul McGrath was injured and had drinking problems. Whiteside's injuries had caught with him. We hadn't brought Mark Hughes back yet. So you looked at that team and it was Robbo and some players that were all right. And he stayed. And when he left, we'd just done back-to-back titles and a double. And he played his part in that. I mean, it was fucking great. So... yeah, massive respect. I'm a fan of Brian Robson, and I don't think he gets the credit he deserves. And you'll love this, because Des Walker said, and it's almost like people just forget how good he was. He talks about Italian United, England get to the semis and are like that close to winning it. And he says, if Robson had stayed fit, we'd have won the World Cup. Because Robson got injured after 2 group games. And he says, Brian Robson was one of those players who could just get hold of the ball, get hold of a game, and fucking win it.
I spoke to Robbo about the World Cup and about how close we were in 1990. And he reckons the 82 team was better.
Yeah. Right, okay. Well, some people said that because it was a weird format.
Kevin Keegan.
Yeah. Because it was this weird format. It was a group in 82. And then you went through, if you qualified, to another group. And I think what Ron Greenwood had done, or in his head, and get involved in the chat in the comments if I'm misremembering this, he had this sort of idea that we don't have to start our best team, we can bring players off the bench. And he brought off, there's that famous one where Kevin Keegan misses the header. I think it was against Spain, maybe. And had we won that, we would have gone through to the quarters or the semis or whatever it was. And it didn't quite work. But yeah, I could believe that. And Robbo at that time, 82, unreal. I mean, 82, 83, 84 was the game against Barca. Still to this day, and when he watched it, says it's the greatest performance by a United player they've ever seen. It's up there with Keane in Stade d'Alpe. Just a phenomenal player. Stayed at United anyway.
What's mad is
Matt
Busby resigned because we paid £1 million for a player.
Really?
Google it. Just Google, why did Matt Busby resign from Manchester United? Board, maybe. You might have to put board. I think he was president at the time.
Oh, right. Resign from Manchester United board.
Yeah, president.
Board as president. No, now it's just going into the fucking the manager things. Yeah, it's just everything's bringing up about
when he left in the 70s.
Yeah, 69, and then he came back. But he was against £1 million player. So who was that? Was that Robbo?
Yeah. Done all right in the
end. Did all right, didn't he? And also, what an unveiling! Sat there with on the decorating table in the middle of the pitch.
Bring back curly hair, suits.
Yeah.
And trestle tape.
Oh, yeah. Our mate Andy Mitten has actually tweeted it. Matt Busby stepped down from the Manchester United board, telling directors he disagreed with the 1.5 million fee for Brian Robson. That shows you some of that, doesn't it? It shows you that at times, people who are great managers, and arguably Matt Busby is a contender for the greatest manager of all time. No one has ever done what he did, and no one will ever do what he did because, thankfully, they won't have to. But he did it.
I hope not.
No, I hope not. Certainly. Now, you would think whatever Matt Busby says is right in football. If he says something...
You know what? It's a good principle to live by.
If Matt Busby says something...
What would Busby do?
Yeah. I remember, I think it was Paddy Bartley, God rest him, said that. He said, like, whatever his philosophy, because I was at a dinner with him, and he said his philosophy was always, what would Matt Busby do?
What talker he was.
Yeah, he's class. So, if he says... Right, I don't think we should be doing this. I think that's too much for a player. You're probably going to go, right, well, Busby's right. But even 81, 82 is a different era.
Listen, Busby was never wrong, but he was not right on that instant.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not wrong, but he wasn't right on that instant. That's it.
And that's sometimes where you just have to go, right, okay, you take a step back and you...
So United posted record figures this year.
Yeah.
£666 million revenue. There are 3 players in Manchester United's history.
Love this already. Go
on. Where they cost us, I think it's 35, 40, maybe even 50% of our annual turnover.
What?
3 players in our history.
That cost us 50% of our annual turnover?
Between 35 and 50, I can't remember exactly, but there was like 3 players. When you look at like the cost of that player versus what our annual turnover that year was, there's like... Varane was whatever, or like, Andy Cole was whatever. But there's 3 players who go bang, 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 and it's like it's either 35, 40, or maybe even 50% of what our turnover was the year they were signed. 3 players. Can you name the 3 players?
I can guess.
Well, one of them's Robbo, hence me bringing it up.
Was Dennis Law one of them?
Correct.
I thought so, because he was quite expensive for that time. But, kind of works out all right, didn't he? Scored a few goals.
Just the Ballon d'Or in the European Cup.
Is that it? Just the 2 statues as well. Get a grip. So I'm going to think it's back in the day. So you said Robbo. I might need a clue here.
Rio.
Fucking hell. Is it? Shit, I should have gone for that. I thought when you first said it, I thought it was going to be someone like Rio. Was Rio, because Maka was moaning about this the other day when he on the overlap, when he said they did him dirty. Who was it more expensive, Rio or Berbatov?
I think technically Berbatov, because I think Rio was like 29 point something million, but it was also like 7 years before.
Right. I think I think that was why Maka said they did him dirty. So you think about it, you're spending half year. So that now would be
200 and, well,
300
between 250, 300 million on a player.
Imagine. Knowing us as well, we'd go out and buy someone who's shit for that. We'd get someone who'd come here.
Branthwaite for 300 million.
Yeah, and it'd be like, oh, what have we done?
Yeah, I think Robbo was 50%. I think Dennis Law was maybe like 40. Rio was like 35%. But I think Robbo was like... So you think about it, 1981, 1.5 million. If we turned over 3 million, which is about right, because I'm pretty sure only by like 1990 was we turning over 7 or 8 million. Yeah. So that tracks, doesn't it, really?
Yeah.
Very expensive football of that. So yeah, you'd be looking at 250, 300 million on a single player. You can understand why Matt Busby went, are you fucking insane?
Yeah. That I get it. Because if you sort of talk about it like those, like in those terms, and you're looking at you going, okay, this is one player. Also, don't forget, when we bought Brian Robson, he broke his leg twice in his career as a youngster, as a young player. So it's not like you going, okay, here's a player who's guaranteed to play a full season and as you know.
Did he ever play a full season?
Well, probably not. And yeah, was still one of the greatest players of all time. So you can get why someone like Matt Busby, who, you know, he's always, and the thing with Busby is, I know he's the president, so he's going to feel like, he's not just thinking as a manager, is he? He's thinking of the club. He's always about the club, and that's why Fergie was so successful. Because Fergie, and I think it was, I saw him in a Q&A once, and he said, like, I can't remember who it was. It's Dan Walker interviewed him, thank you. And he said, when he first came to the club, his first interview, one of his first press conferences, he said, it's about the club, not the team. I'm here to make Manchester United the club. We'll take it back to where it belongs, not just the team. And Busby's very much of that ethos and that thinking, innit?
I wonder what sort of shit show that caused, that board meeting where Matt Busby went, I'm going to step down.
Imagine actually.
Because I can't imagine everyone went, who gives a fuck, who are you?
Yeah.
Like, I can't imagine it was anything other than absolute panic.
Because when it was like, I don't know, again, get involved in the chat and let me know if I'm wrong, but wasn't it like Busby was one of the most vocal proponents of sacking Doherty after that all came out?
Because he had an affair which is against the morals of
yeah, because in his eyes, like, I don't care how good you are as a manager, you've just won the FA Cup back when that was like...
Wouldn't have been very happy with Ryan Giggs.
No, not safe to say. And Busby was like, we can't have a manager who does these kind of things. Like you said, the morals of Manchester United are sort of got to be second to none.
And that's what I always sort of like led my sort of thinking by about, you know, the Qatar thing. He would have been fucking absolutely against that.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. And I agree with him on that as well. And I think, you know, I know there's a lot of people now going, we should have gone with it, but was it even fucking real? Like, do you know what I mean?
Well, they never put a bid in.
So that's the end of that.
So the guy might have been real, but he never put a bid in. So.
No, exactly. What have you got this weekend? Have you got a game or what?
Yeah, so if you're not doing call tomorrow for the game, or you're only watching it on telly and you're not going, but you live local, we're having a members' day, and then we're all going in the bar, the clubhouse afterwards to watch it. We went top of the league on Tuesday night, trying to stay there tomorrow. 3 o'clock kickoff, free entry at Hyde if you're in the Tameside-ish area. Come watch us. Playing St Helens.
Yeah. St Helens, my lad used to play
pretty even record with them.
Yeah.
We've drawn and we've won and lost as many as each other, so it should be a good game.
Yeah, okay, go and check out. There's you know where to find Steve, you know where to find Stretford Paddock FC. For the watch along, we're going to be here. Don't forget as well, you can be a part of that. You can send your score predictions to paddockmatchday@gmail.com and be part of the build up to the watch along because of the Chelsea game. Bit of a big one, innit? Just quickly. I think you'll be alright if we lose.
I think it'll be loud.
I don't think we're there yet, but we're getting to the critical stage here now. I think we just need to... We need to be okay when we go to Anfield, I think. When I say okay, I mean we can't be going off the run of bad results and then go to Anfield.
Oh, guess what? We might be.
I know. That's where I think the game at Anfield
I just want to see a change tomorrow. I just want to do something different. Just don't, just do the same shit and then go, I don't know why it didn't work.
I know. We'll see. I just want to see Cobby Mainoo, mate. I miss Cobby Mainoo. Sorry, I just do. Go and check out Steve's other channels. You know where to find me. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget as well to check out the merchandise. This is a pinned link in the chat. Got loads of merch up there. That's been Stephen Howson. I'm Jay Motty. This has been The Brew. Thanks for watching.